Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an almost all one brand tutorial look for you guys. I'm using almost all NYX products. This idea kind of got into my head at the very last minute, and I was not planning to do this tutorial, but I was going through my collection and noticing how many NYX products I really had, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many, it's kind of ridiculous. So I believe everything that I used in this look was all NYX minus the eyeliner, the mascara, and one concealer. So there were 3 products in here that I didn't have, so I had to use other brands for them, but I believe that NYX has also got all 3 of those products in their own line. I just don't own them. So if you have those products or you want to do an all NYX look or something like that, then you can definitely go out and buy it for yourself. But this is the finished look. This is basically just a everyday, like, nice rosy, you know, kind of pinky purpley look. I love the eyes. The eye palette is extraordinary and I just am in love with it. So I hope that you guys enjoy it and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Bye everyone. Okay, so I'm going to start by going in with my NYX Shine Killer Primer. This is the only version of it I think that they have, so they're pretty much all the same. Just a clear liquid gel like so, and then I'm just going to press that mostly into my T-zone. I'm going to kind of start here and then work my way outward, focusing on the places where I get most oily, and then hopefully this will help that not happen. Okay, next I'm going to go in again, trying to keep the oil under control here with my NYX Matte Finish setting spray. This stuff is awesome. Just gonna go in with that. I literally can feel it like all over my body right now. And now I'm going to go in and work on my eyes. This is the NYX Love in Paris palette in Merci, Beaucoup, and it's just a really pretty palette. I'm going to take a large fluffy brush and go in with this kind of medium tone brown right here. Get that on my large fluffy brush, tap any excess off, and work that into my crease. And then just kind of dusting it lightly all over the lid. This is going to be a pretty easy look. There is one color in here that I am dying to try, and that is this reddish pinkish color right here. I swatched it and it looked absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Okay, so I just put that all over my lid without going above my crease, and now I'm going to go back in with my same fluffy brush and go up into this color right above it, which is this nice, like, kind of peachy orangey color. And again, windshield wiper motions, I'm just going to kind of buff that into my crease and start blending upward to kind of blend all of this out. Okay, so the very last thing that I'm going to do for my eyes is take a stiffer blending brush. This is the e.l.f. blending eye brush, and I'm going to go in with this dark brown color right here in the middle. Get some of that on my brush, and then I'm just going to focus that in the outer V, as well as just kind of buffing that into the crease, just to kind of give ourselves some more depth and give this look a little bit more of a pop. Alright, so now going in with my blending brush with no additional product, I'm just going to buff this top part out. And I know that this right eye that I'm doing right here looks a lot more harsh than my other eye, but that's just because of the lighting. I promise I'm looking at myself full on in a mirror and they are pretty equal. So this is what it should look like. And now for my final step, I'm going to take the other side of this double-ended brush and I'm going to go in with this matte white shade down here. And I'm going to highlight above my, or under my brow and kind of in my tear duct right here. Okay, so I just went in with my very trusty everyday Maybelline Master Precise liquid liner and my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and I just did one coat of that so far, but that is basically what my eyes look like at this point. No, these are not NYX products. I don't have any NYX eyeliners or mascaras or whatever, so I had to improvise, but I pretty much have everything else. So, and now that the eyes are almost done, pretty much done, I'm going to go in with my foundation. This is the NYX BB Cream, and this is in the shade number 3 Golden. I don't own a foundation by NYX, but I do own this BB Cream, and I've been loving it because it's really, really lightweight, but it doesn't feel like other BB creams. It feels really matte. It doesn't have that kind of greasy, oily like finish that most BB creams have. So I'm just going to put that on the back of my wrist. And then I'm going to take my finger and just kind of dot this all over, making sure to get everything covered. And down my neck. All right, now that I look like I have some kind of smallpox disease, I'm going to take my Sigma F80 flat top Kabuki brush, and I'm going to buff this into my skin. So next I'm going to be going in with my NYX HD Photogenic Concealer in the shade 1 Porcelain. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to kind of dot it underneath my eyes like that. This stuff is pretty intense. I do love it. I think that it really brightens up the under eyes, but I'm making sure not to put too much under there because it can get a little bit overwhelming. And then I'm just going to take my ring finger and I'm going to pat this out. Even being as fair as I am, I definitely think that this concealer brightens a whole lot, which for someone, I feel like with my shade, I guess, my skin shade, I feel like that's kind of difficult to find, especially in drugstore items, because the lightest that drugstore makeup usually goes tends to pretty much match my skin tone. And I really want my under eyes to be lighter and brighter and give that, you know, really well-rested illusion. So I love this concealer for that reason, because it is so light and it's so intense that literally it just brightens and wakes everything up. So I'm just making sure to get this all the way against that inner corner of my eye and going all the way back. And then just kind of like buffing out any harsh lines. You definitely don't want like a triangle like right underneath your eye or anything. And then yeah, and then I typically just take kind of whatever is like excess on my ring finger and I'll just kind of like go across the bridge of my nose, not to put too much on there, and then just down those main places. So as you can see, that definitely brightens up my face. Again, the only other non-NYX product that I have is a regular like blemish concealer. This is the Sonia Kashuk pot concealer, and I chose this one because I know that NYX has a pot concealer. So if you have that, or if you want to recreate this look and get that, then this is pretty easy to find. But with pot concealers, you really don't need a whole lot. This is just like a teeny tiny dab in there, and I'm just gonna go in and put it on a couple of my red spots, just like that, and blend it out again with my finger. Pot concealers are really thick and really heavy, and you want to make sure that you don't overdo it, because it's a really easy way to like get cakey throughout the day, is kind of putting too much of a really thick concealer on any blemishes. And my chin in general is just kind of red all the time, which is why I typically just kind of go over everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend that out. Then I'm going to be taking my NYX blotting powder in the color 1 Light. This is basically just a white setting powder, just like this. And I'm going to, oh hey, you can see me in the mirror. I'm going to be taking this on my Sigma Tapered Highlighter, the F35 brush, and I'm just going to tap it in there, and you can see how much product gets on that, so you want to make sure to tap it off. And then I'm going to just put this right underneath my eye and blend it out. This concealer is really, really important to make sure that you set it, because again, it's so intense, and it can be so dramatically different than your skin tone, that you want to make sure that this is set with a good powder. Otherwise, it's going to start caking and creasing throughout the day, and that's not cute. Not cute. So yeah, just going in like that. And then because we put the mattifying primer, sorry, I have like an eyelash in my eye. There we go. Because we put the mattifying primer on our skin, I'm not going to go in with a regular powder to set everything. I'm just going to set my under eyes and then kind of move on to my contouring. This is my NYX matte bronzer. This is in the shade medium. It looks really, really, well, maybe it doesn't look that dark on camera. When I saw this in person, I like freaked out because I was like, whoa, it's gonna be really dark, but it's not that dark. I'm gonna take it with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to dab it in the center like that, and then tap off any excess, and then go right beneath the hollows of my cheeks. Just like that. And then just kind of start buffing any extra out on the temples. I don't like to pick up any extra or additional product to go in and contour my temples straight away. I just like to see what I have with the excess from my cheek contour. So I'm just gonna kind of go in and just kind of blend that out, but make sure you're not blending like up or down or anything like that. And then I'm going to just go and do the same on the other side. Again, I know this looks really intense because of the lighting, but I promise it's not any more intense than this side over here. Now I'm going to come back in with my e.l.f. face brush, and I'm just going to make sure that all of those lines are really well blended. All right, so moving on to blush. NYX is known for some great blushes. I'm going to go in with this blush right here, which is Pinched. So now to finish up our eye look, we're going to go back with our Love in Paris palette, and I'm going to take my Eco Tools pencil brush, go back with this darkest shade that we used for our crease in here, tap that on, and then we're going to push this into our lower lash line and really just get that all up in there. All right, now I'm just gonna finish up my eye look by adding another coat of my Lights Camera Lashes mascara on the top, and then adding a coat on the bottom. Okay, Okay, so now for our eyebrows. This is a product that I've never heard of before. I'm not sure if it's new or not, but this is the NYX Auto Eyebrow Pencil, and this is in the color light brown. This is a weird little contraption, but it just has this kind of like comb on one end that I guess you're supposed to like comb through your brows with. Don't know. And then it has the product on the other end, and it's not like a circle. If you guys can see, it's kind of oval shaped, if you can see. But it says it's light brown, so I'm going to just go in and go to town on my eyebrows. Alright, so eyebrows are done. Very, very last thing that we have are lips, and I think that NYX makes some of the best lip products, so I'm going to go in with 3 different ones. This is the NYX Lip Liner in Peakaboo Neutral. I think that this is a gorgeous, gorgeous neutral color. Okay, next we're going to go in with this NYX Matte Lipstick, and this is in the color Natural. And it's just a really pretty, like, purpley pink. And finally, you cannot finish off a NYX look without one of their amazing glosses. This is the NYX Megashine Lip Gloss in Beige, which everybody knows is pink. Alright everyone, this is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that in this lighting you can see that my 2 sides of my face actually do match, which is always a good thing. So if you want to recreate this look, NYX is completely and totally affordable. It's available at Target and Ulta, and it's just really, really cheap, but it's really, really great products. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!